Hey folks, welcome back to another video of the Flutter development course brought to you by Newton School. For those of you who are wondering who I am, so my name is Harsh Kumar Khatri and I'll be your instructor for this Flutter development course which I am going to teach totally from scratch. I am currently working as an intern at Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, and I have been an ex-Flutter developer intern at a firm named AppScript where my primary goal was to create Flutter application totally from scratch depending upon the needs. I am also an instructor on Udemy and Nutanix where my Flutter development courses have more than 10,000 plus enrollments, so you can check that out as well. For those of you who are wondering what Newton School is, so basically Newton School is a platform to learn and develop the skills that you need for your best tech career. There are courses specifically designed for freshers, working professionals and for women with no prior experience in tech. Newton School first trains you for 6 months and helps you become a full stack developer. It also has a network of more than 300 great companies who hire directly from Newton School. So once the training is complete, Newton School also ensures that you are placed with one of the best companies in the country. There is also a pay after placement program where you don't have to pay Newton School anything until you get placed with a minimum CTC of rupees 5 lakh per annum. Apart from that, they are also having another awesome initiative which is known as Launchpad, where they are providing you with some of the courses free of cost which you can watch and you can practice the code related to those courses on their online editor which is present on their website. So you can also check that out as well. I forgot to mention that you will also be getting a certificate of completion when you are completing the courses which are provided to you on Launchpad. So make sure to check that out as well through the link given in the description. So this is the second part of the video for the package which we have started in the previous video. So we have covered half the part of the local authentication package which is used in Flutter for adding various different features related to biometrics, Face ID or the pattern or password whatever the user has set for opening the lock of his smartphone. So basically this package is used for that particular purpose. If you are new to this video and if you haven't checked out the previous part of this video where I have explained you about various different functions which are created or which are essential for the working of this local auth package, so make sure to check that video out as well, else you won't be able to understand what I am going to do in this video. So first refer to that video before starting with this. Now let's start with this video quickly and complete the implementation of the local auth package which we have started in the previous video. So now let's start with the build part of our app as well. But before starting the build part, you must be able to see that some things are different on the screen. So basically the device which I was using earlier for displaying the output for the app, there was some problem with that device, so my brother needed it, so that's why I have disconnected that device and I have added another device over here. So never mind that. So let's start with our build part of our app. So basically in the starting we are having the scaffold. In that we are having an app bar which will be returning the title. So in place of this bottom navy bar, what I will be writing is I'll be writing the package which we are using. So local auth. So writing local auth authentication or implementation. Next, coming to the body part of our app. So for the body, initially I'll be having a list view at first which will be having children's inside it, and after this children we'll also be having some padding inside this list view. So for that let me add padding before adding the items for the children. So there will be the padding only from top with the value of 30. Now coming to the children part, so the first children which we'll be having inside it will be a column having the main axis alignment set to main axis alignment dot center. So all the elements will be aligned to the center in the main axis. Coming to the children's which this column will be having, so inside this we'll be first checking if the state is unknown. So if the state will be unknown, we'll be displaying a circular progress indicator. So let me add that. So if underscore support state is equals to support state dot unknown, so in that particular case a circular progress indicator will be displayed. Else if the state is equals to supported, then we'll be displaying the devices supported. So underscore support state equals to underscore support state dot supported. Then we'll be displaying a text widget which will be saying this device is supported. Next, having another similar condition, so adding else if again, so underscore support state equal to underscore support state, I guess this is a typo, underscore support state dot unsupported. In this particular case, we'll be displaying a text which will be saying that the device is not supported. I'm getting an error over here in this underscore support state. This S needs to be capital. Yeah, so now this initial widgets for this column have been completed. Now let's move towards the next widget after this text. So after this text, we'll be displaying a divider which will be having a height of 100. After this divider, we'll be having a text which will be saying which will be displaying to the user a particular string saying can check biometrics. So basically this will be telling the user the output of the can check biometrics function or the check biometrics function which we have created. So it will be getting the output out of that, and it will be displaying the similar thing to the user. So adding dollar underscore can check biometrics. So this is the variable which we have created above. So it is not able to identify this. Let me check what's the name we have given it. So where it is, here it is, copying it and pasting it over here. So here this needs to go away. Now it will be displaying fine. After that, I'll be having another elevated button inside the column itself. So for the on press, it will be taking the underscore check biometrics function which I have added above, and for the child for this, it will be taking a text which will be displaying check biometrics. So check biometrics. Next, adding another divider after this elevated button with the height of 100 again. After this divider, we'll be having another text which will be displaying available biometrics. So if there are any available biometrics biometric options which are there, so it will be displaying that. So AV available biometrics dollar underscore available biometrics, so displaying the value from the variable which we have created above. And after that, we'll be having another elevated button, clicking which we'll be updating the value of this text. So this will be triggering the available biometrics function, the get available biometrics function which we have created above, and this child will be displaying available biometrics or get available biometrics, whatever you want. Saving it once so that the things are updated in the app as well. So you can see that the both the things which we have added inside this have been updated. Now coming back to the next thing inside the code part. So after this elevated button, I'll be adding another divider with the height of 100 again. So divider with the height of 100 again, and a text which will be saying or which will be displaying the current state. So current state colon dollar underscore authorized. So it will be displaying the current state through the authorized variable which we have created above. And for displaying the current state, we'll be checking underscore is authenticating. So if the user is still in authentication process, or if the user has already authenticated, or what is the result for the authentication if the user has already tried authenticating through the app. So we'll be detecting that through the underscore is authenticating variable which we have created above. And I'll be adding a ternary operator here as well. So the first thing, the first option for the ternary operator will be an elevated button. So it will be displaying an elevated button which will be having on pressed as cancel authentication, for cancelling the authentication at any point if we want the user to not to be authenticated. So for that purpose we are having a cancel authentication. And for the child we are having a row which will be having a children as a text saying cancel authentication, and next it will be having an icon which will be for cancel, so icons dot cancel. It will also be having size set as main access size, so let me go outside this children, and main access size would be set to main access size dot minimum. Here it needs a colon, and I guess now the things would be fine. It is still showing me an error. Let me see, expected an identifier. So this text is fine, icon is fine as well, children is fine as well. For the row it is also good. Yeah, so the identifier it is expecting is after the colon. So the second thing for our ternary operator, for that I'll be adding a column at first so that the error goes away. So you can see that the error has gone away from here, and it is hot reloading the things as well. You can see the changes taking place inside the app. So you can see over here. Now coming back to the code part, let me add the children's or the things inside this column. So the first thing which I'll be adding, or the first children which I'll be adding, will be an elevated button. So this elevated button will be having on press set as authenticate. So authenticate function which we have created above, and for the child of this elevated button it will be having a row inside it. So this row will be having the main access set to main access dot minimum as we have set it above. So main access dot minimum over here, and it will be having children's as well. So the first children it will be taking is a text which will be saying authenticate, and next it will be having an icon. So icon will be displaying icons dot perm underscore. So the icon will be displaying perm underscore device information. So this will be the icon which we will be using inside this, hitting Ctrl S so that this is saved, and the formatting is also taking place over here. Yeah, now coming out of this row and the elevated button, adding another elevated button over here. So let me copy this, and in for this on pressed I'll be replacing it with authenticate with biometrics. So authenticate with biometrics function, there it goes. For main exercise it will be minimum again. For the text it will be checking on the basis of underscore is authenticated, so underscore is authenticating, and if it is true it will be displaying cancel, else it will be displaying authenticate biometrics only. And for the icon it will be having the fingerprint icon. So I am searching, I don't need to search over here, and rather replace this with fingerprint over here. Yeah, so there it goes as well. Closing this from here. Now I guess all the things have taken place and we have completed the UI part as well. Let me hot restart the app once and see the changes taking place inside the app. So here you can see that the app has loaded again. Yes, so here you can see that the app has loaded again and all the things are displaying. So initially you can see at first that it is showing you that the device is supported. Next it is showing you that it can check the biometrics. So if we will be clicking on the check biometrics function or the check biometrics button, my bad, so it will be checking, or it will be running the check biometrics function which we have created, and it will be displaying an output from that from the values which we are updating or by using the set state inside the function. So here you can see that it is displaying true, which means that this can check biometrics which are available. Next, it is having an available biometrics, which is showing null for now. So when I'll be clicking on get available biometrics, it will be checking, or it will be getting all the available biometric options which are available for me. So here you can see that it is showing biometrics type dot fingerprint. So there is one more case which you need to take care of, so when you are using this particular package, your device which you are using, so for using the fingerprint inside that device, the device must be having a fingerprint already registered. For me, this device is not having any fingerprint registered, so let's see what it is displaying. This will be a new thing for me as well. So when I'll be clicking on the authenticated part, you can see that the current state being set as not authorized. So when I'll be clicking on the authenticating part, it will be showing me with the authentication required, and it is showing us a text as well which says let OS determine authentication method. So the text which we have set when we were in the coding part, so it is showing me that text as well, so which is let OS determine the authentication method, and I need to enter the screen code, the 4-digit code which I have set for the lock screen. So let me enter that, and when I'll be clicking on this enter part, you can see over here that the state has changed to authorized over here. In the bottom as well, you can see that authenticate biometrics only. So when I'll be clicking on this, you can see over here that it is showing me that no biometrics enrolled on this device. So this was the same thing which I was telling you earlier. So if your device has not registered, or if you haven't registered any biometrics for your device yet, it will be showing you with an error that no biometrics has been enrolled for your device yet. But if you have already used, or if you have already implemented a biometrics for your device, in that case it will be showing you with an option or with a sticky bar where you can click the fingerprint option which is available for your app, and clicking that, it will be authenticating, and it will be changing the current state as it has changed when I am clicking on this authenticate and entering the 4-digit pin for my app, for my lock screen. So this was for the implementation of the local authentication package, which is present inside the Flutter, and you can use this package for like displaying the authentication part for your app. So this was all for this particular package which we have implemented. I know that the videos were a bit long related to this package, as this package needs a lot of things which are to be done before implementing or before using this package inside our app. So I'm totally aware of that, and so that is the reason why I splitted the videos in 2 different parts, so that you can implement the package, understanding each and every concept and understanding why we are using each of the variables and each of the functions which we have created in the videos. So this was it for the implementation of this particular package. If you have got to learn something new from this video, then make sure to drop a like. Also comment down below some other packages which you are using or which you want us to create, or some topics which you want me to include in this Flutter development course. I would be more than happy to inculcate your suggestions in the Flutter course structure which is being posted on this channel. Also subscribe for getting all the latest updates related to the course which is going on. So a new video is being posted every alternate day, so make sure to subscribe as well, so that you can get all the latest updates. Share this video and the playlist which we have created on the channel in the playlist section with your friends or with the people who are discussing about Flutter. So share it with them so that they can also start learning Flutter. And also stay tuned for all the upcoming updates or all the upcoming videos which are being posted. And thank you for watching this video.